Good afternoon, and welcome to a more than meets the eye blind box opening. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and for today we have a subscriber donation, a Christmas present, if you will, from Gengar, a good subscriber of mine. He likes Pokemon, and he also enjoys Dungeons and Dragons and knows how much I enjoy it, and decided to get me the Displacer Beast. And he wants me to open it up on camera and talk about it and do a blind box opening. So I was like, yeah, sure, man. I want a Displacer Beast. I can do that. Can you make a coat from him? And he was like, what? And I went, well, so, we can get some Displacer items to go with our figures. That way there's a mischance whenever they get attacked. Okay. Ooh, we've got some of these wonderful ASMR bags. Oh, everybody loves the ASMR bags. I don't really understand what ASMR is, but people seem to enjoy the crinkliness of a good paper sack. Cream, do you approve of paper sacks? What if they were put on your head? Do you want a paper sack? I didn't really put it on his head too hard, because I don't want him freaking out and rolling off the table. But it fell on the ground. Oh, time to switch hats, because I got another present from another subscriber of mine. And he asked me to wear it for some reason. It's a hat. It's got an L on it. It's kind of fun. Let's. Oh, look, he's got a little opening and shutting mouth. He's all crumbled up. Oh, poor Displacer Beast. Poor Displacer Beast. I didn't know you had 6 arms. I didn't know you had 6 legs. Wait, are you related to Zeus, to Odin's horse? Slagmere? Are you related to Slagmere? Is that what's going on here? You got so many legs. You got so many legs. Oh my god, I didn't realize you had this many legs. I never really looked closely at the, well, I guess I really couldn't because, they started getting so outrageous with the artwork that, me and my visual impairment, I couldn't really see what they were drawing. And, I appreciate some good art every now and then, but sometimes the Dungeons and Dragons artists and the Magic the Gathering artists just went a little too crazy with their art. And for some reason, these parts are connected, but not. That's weird. Oh, there is a little bit of articulation in that weird segment down the middle of their back. That's odd. Never had an animal with a segment like that. Can you actually stand up? Okay, we got to get all of your joints working right before you could stand up. Straighten all your toesy woesies out. Yeah. Little toesy woesies. There we go. That's pretty cool. That's a big creature. Without a tail, without his tentacles. Where are they supposed to go on you? Let's see. They're supposed to go somewhere on him. Aha! I found them. There they are. Right there at the top area behind the head. Okay, cool. So now let's find his tentacles. Okay, so here's an instruction manual. Cream, can you look at this for me and tell me what's going on? Thank you. All right. Let's see. We've got all sorts of weird things here. Wow, how in the world did they even get this stuff in the packaging? So odd. I guess they may have taped something down or folded something down to get these pieces in here like this. I'm gonna have to break something. We'll break this one. There it goes. All right, there we are. Now we can get them out. Kinda. Get out of there. What in the world? Okay. Anything left in this box? Anything at all that I may be needing for later? No. Box can be thrown off. Hey, we didn't get an ASMR packaging with this one. We got a paper towel. A really crappy paper towel. Come on, factory. Could have given us some Vivas, Hey, here's a, ow! Don't bite me. Put a paper bag over your head. Okay, we've got, what in the world? Ew. I didn't realize his tentacles had weird little hairs on them. Kind of weird. Yeah, very weird. It's got a bendy wire. Oh, look out! Let's attach the tail first. Okay, so we got the tail. I'm assuming this is the tail. We gotta kind of shove it in there. There we go. The tail is in. Is the tail also? No, no, no. The tail is not bendy wired. Oh, that's such a shame. That's such a crying shame. No, what else is a crying shame is why these legs. You got 6 legs. How is it so hard for you to balance on all 6 of them at the same time? Bend these backwards a bit, I guess. Let's see, does that work? Does that appease your feety gods? Huh? You displacer beast of madness? Yeah. No, you need those 2 to be bent backwards just a bit, and then there, and there. Okay. And then these 2 in the middle, yeah, they can get bent back just a bit more. Okay, this is a this is a nasty creature. Good grief! Why are your front legs so buff compared to the rest of you? Your other little legs are kind of wimpy compared to your buff front legs. My God, you've got some big front legs on you. He lifts a lot, but it seems like he skips leg day. At least for those middle legs. Okay, let's get these other 2 pieces attached to him. So I'm assuming there's nothing really too different about either of these pieces. Let's just make sure we attach them so that these weird tentacle things are on either side. So let's go ahead and attach this. This guy's got some insane reach. And just, what is the evolutionary thing that led to this? You know, what was the evolution of the Displacer beast? That'd be a fun Dungeons and Dragons book. The evolution of monsters. My first biology Dungeons and Dragons book. There we go. Got it in there. Okay, next one. Man, these things are a little difficult to get in. Okay, next one. There it goes. It was easier. Now he can catch television signals from miles away. Or, from the safety of the stage, he can reach out and touch Cream. Reach out and touch him. Come on. Reach out and touch Cream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can just bat Cream. Cream, do you like it? Do you enjoy it? If I spin him, if I spin it around. Get that. There it goes. Come on. There we are. Yes. Yes, Cream. It wants to touch you with its disgusting tentacle. Oh yeah. That tentacle is hitting Cream. But Cream, you can't hit it. It's got a 50% miss chance. Oh, that's interesting. You can actually rotate this all sorts of other places. That's cool. This is actually a lot cooler than I thought it'd be. I do like the aspect of these tentacles. They're kind of fun. Let's go ahead and spin that around so the tentacles can be laid down flat towards the ground. Maybe this will balance you out just a bit, Mr. Displacer Beast, because you are widely overbalanced or underbalanced. There we go. Yeah, that's great. Get your middle feet together, with the program, man. Good grief. You ever think Cerberus has any problems with that? Like, come on, third head. Get with the program with us today. We're trying to do stuff, darn. You're supposed to be angry with us, not licking the food off the ground. Silly third head. These tentacles are fun. Thank you all so much for watching me build it. Now let's just kind of review it before we end the video out. All right, so first off, I want to say I like the texture of the tentacles. It feels gross. It feels oily. It feels like a tentacle if one was dried out but still could move around. It just, It is not a nice feeling, but it's the exact right feeling that I would want for a Displacer Beast. Now, next is the head. Let's see, the head's got some really good details for the eyes and the nose, and the mouth opens up but doesn't really close that wide because they haven't figured out how to space teeth correctly. So I think it would be cooler if the top teeth were a bit wider, so you could actually shut the mouth with the teeth hanging down below the chin. I think that would have been really nice. Now they did texture everything in a fur texture. I like it. Yeah, they're not like Masters of the Universe. They don't put felt on things, though I do believe the Displacer Beast deserves being felted up. Aha! That's a double entendre. Now, the articulation for him is each of his legs has a slot at the shoulder to move back and forth. There doesn't seem to be any sort of rotation slot there. I think that could have been a ball joint to allow for better rotation and movement, but it's pretty much stiff up and down. There is no side to side. He does have an elbow joint, and by the way, it's pinless. And then he's got a joint in his paw. He's got the same joints over here for middle legs, joint in the elbow, joint in the paw. And then he's got the same joint back here. Still, no joint at the hip area, but still no rockers or the ability to rotate it too much. And then a joint at one. Let's see. Do you have two joints back here? I think you do. So he's got a twisty at his bicep for his rear leg or his thigh, and then he's got a joint at the rear leg knee. But that's kind of neat that there's a twisty there, so you can put it in a backwards spot. Wait. It's the same foot. It's literally the same foot from the front, but they spun it around. Do you have a bicep swivel? You do! You can become a back foot even though you're at the front. That's neat, and that's clever. I think that was a little clever design they did. Really good, guys. Really good. Just put the back legs on backwards, and you've got it correct. So long as you put the toes in the right location. Tail, slimy feeling, oily feeling. It's a shame that they didn't put a wire in the tail and make it out of the same material they made the tentacles out of, because that would have really made this figure pop. That really would have. Nothing much else about this guy, and just a lot of fur textures. He's got these weird lines down the middle between his middle legs and his rear legs. And interestingly enough, there's not a lot of space between his front legs and his middle legs, but there is a lot of space between middle legs and back legs. And you got an entire middle section joint in here that doesn't do anything. It kind of moves up and down, so you can kind of get him in the pose of, I guess, rearing up. Can we get him in a rearing up pose? Can he balance in a rearing up pose is the question. Let's see. Now this would be the touch. You know what? Hasbro, if you ever make another film studio, this should be the image in the front of it. A Displacer Beast standing on his hind paws, raking at the sky with his tentacles and his one paw and his mouth wide open. And this one's got to be down because it's cooler that way. And then he's got his mouth open and he goes, roar! I think that would be a great opening sequence. That'd be the greatest competitor against Touchstone and their unicorn. Yeah, the Hasbro Films and its Displacer Beast. Take that, unicorn. Take that, lion. Take that, peacock. Hasbro, you could get really cool with it. You could have a lot of fun. And it always annoys me that you don't have more fun with your movies. You're a toy company. I see why you dropped your movies, because you just don't know how to have fun with movies. How about you let the Lego people handle your movies from now on, because they understand how to have fun with their movies. I love MacGuffin Airlines from the Batman movie. That always cracks me up. MacGuffin Airlines. Is this going to be like the two boats? No, it's better than the two boats. Cracks me up even thinking about it. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I think I'm going to put the Displacer Beast pretty high at an 8 out of 10. I do think it's a fun little monster. And just before I let you go, I've got the owlbear right here. We could do a nice little comparison of him and the owlbear next to each other to just kind of give you an idea of just the size of these creatures. Yeah, Displacer Beast is longer than owlbear, but owlbear's got the girth. He's got it. He can actually just kind of tackle the Displacer. Well, that's funny. All right. He's trying to tackle the Displacer Beast, but the Displacer Beast just won't fall. He's got 6 legs to hold him up. Untangled themselves. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and please tune in on my channel, Blind_Prime, where I raise awareness for the blind and the visually impaired, the alternative means and methods, and this is including to but not limited to fiddling around and playing around with a Displacer Beast from the Dungeons & Dragons Golden Archive Collection. Until next Prime, I've been Blind Prime, and that's been Cream the Cat. Bye-bye for now.